name is Jessica, or The JessMess, and this is my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel will be teaching you how to use tips, tricks, and helpful hints that a mostly blind person uses every day of her life. Last year, I lost a lot of my vision. I'm not exactly sure what percentage yet, but a lot of my rods and cones are just completely gone. And my optical nerve detached. So yeah, pretty crazy. But I learned to live with it, and I really love makeup. So I also learned how to do my makeup. While not being able to see at 100% like a normal person would be able to. Before the event happened, I did have astigmatism, but other than that, my vision was pretty solid. Sorry for the extra noise in the background. Possibly there is some thunderstorm going on right now, and it is about 4 a.m. here where I live. So I apologize for that, but today I'm going to be showing you how I do my brows and how you could possibly do your brows as well. I do use a variety of products, drugstore and higher end. I don't think any of my products really qualify as luxury products, but I do use some high end sometimes. I always shop at Ulta because I like their point system the best. They have a really cool point system, and their birthday gifts are really cool too. So that's, oh, and they also didn't fire all their employees during this. But what do I know? For my brows, I use a variety of products. Right now, my favorite brow product would be this Morphe brow pencil. It is called Micro Brow Pencil. It's really good, but right now I am completely out of it, so I won't be using that today. But I do recommend, and I believe it's only $5 at Ulta, or it was the last time I purchased it. So today I will be using this Ulta Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in Auburn because I do have reddish toned hair. I also use this Morphe spoolie, this is a BH Cosmetics spoolie. So I use this, and it's from, I think the Rose Gold brush set. And it's brush number 13, if that helps anybody. And of course, I always use my Jeffree Star mirror because for me, having a handheld mirror is really important so that I can see up close and personal to what I am able to see. Because this eye does not work. I can't see anything out of her. Okay, so starting off, I just brush my brow hairs up. And you just want to get them, really brush up. And then I'll go back and forth. And I'll use my spoolie to kind of basically make them face the other direction. Like, you want to really, really get in there and brush them out. How good this is for the skin underneath? Probably not good. I don't know. But it does the trick for me. And then I'll brush them to the top again. And then I'll brush them down. And back up. Then I'll just do the same thing on the other side. And I also have a mirror that is from Ross over here, out of frame, I do believe. And it is just like a little mirror that sits and then stands up. And that's really important for me to see too, because I can see from far away like what I appear to other people. And it's on my blind side, so that whenever I'm using my right eye to look over here, I can see better darker this side than I do in this mirror right here, because I don't know why. It's just, sometimes it's just really hard to explain, but sometimes it's easier for me to see far away with the face details than it is for me to see up close. But with eyeshadow, it's not like that. So it's just, I think it has to do with the hues and the tones of everything. But again, brush them back up. Okay. And I kind of just do like a once over in the shade that they're going to be in, you know. And again, our eyebrows are sisters, not twins. They may even be distant cousins. So I start first by feeling for where that brow bone starts and stops. So I know, and I usually do it with my pencil. So I'll just draw the little line. And I go really slow, honestly. It does take me a while to do my brows, but line props. God, I don't know if that's going to be controversial. I'm just like having to laugh about it instead of cry. So that's where I'm at right now in the process. Then I'll start, so I have that line nice and defined. And then I will start, and I'll just lightly do little strokes. And honestly, the biggest thing that I've always heard is, you know, lightly do the brush strokes, but you really have to use, I like getting one with an edge, and I just like to really just like press and then like move your hand to the end of it and then just swoosh, just real careful. And then for the rest, I kind of just put my hand on my chin and just feel for it. Because again, this is my left side, so it is the bad side that I can't see anything out of. I may as well just close this eye, honestly, because it ain't doing nothing for me. But that might look freaky to y'all, so maybe not. But yeah, I just really, the biggest thing for me is I feel where things are. I feel where things are going to hit. And then I just kind of draw it in. And again, using those light brush strokes, but I go a little bit further down on there so that I have more control over what's going on. So it's not too crazy. But again, I know we're not supposed to be touching our face and stuff right now, but I use the palm, the bottom. And I also wash my hands like a crazy maniac because I am at risk for this virus. Which is totally fine because I've been quarantined for like 3 months. But my husband has not been. Because he works. He's an essential employee. He's not just like living his best life wilding out. Okay, and the brow tail is pretty hard for me because I can't see it. So I kind of just like draw and hope I'm getting somewhere. Also, a big thing that whenever I was first starting out, learning how to redo my makeup again for me was I took lots of pictures with my flash on, standing in front of the natural light. But now we are night owls because my husband works overnight. So I'm up now at 4 a.m. Okay, so it looks like this brow is pretty good and done. So I'm gonna move on to the next one before I brush it out because I just like to have both of them done so I can see the basic shape of them before I continue on. And again, just feel for that brow. Over here, this one's a little bit easier because I can see what's going on a little bit better. But it's a lot of moving product around with my fingers. That's why I wash my hands a lot. I also sage my house all the time. Oh, also, I barely roll this up, like, barely. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's, like, not even, like, a half centimeter up, honestly. Okay. Now, I'm going to get a little bit closer to my mirror as this goes on because it's easier for me to see what I am doing. And again, I kind of just have to draw like a full like block brow before I can really map it up and fix it. But that's the biggest thing, is like just fixing the mistake, and that's totally okay. I will say during this quarantine, I've been doing a lot of yoga because I, as you can see, am a larger gal, and that's okay because we've lived our best life, so that's cool. But I am trying to be a healthier person because I have other health extenuating circumstances just besides being losing my vision and everything. I guess I shouldn't say that I'm blind. I don't know. I don't know what the correct term is, but okay. So again, just kind of wipe away some of that. And then I do the same thing that I did whenever I start off. I brush down this time instead of brushing up first. Then I brush up. Boop, 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 boop. And then take that spoolie and drag it through. Just across, across, across. So you really want to get that product blended. And I do this with a really light hand, again, with my hands at the end of the brush. And you do have to kind of, I don't know, I move my brow pencil or my brow products all over the place because it's what works for me, but you have to find what works for you and your face. Again, down, 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 all the way out, up. I also don't know why I start off with the tip of my brow, but I do. Okay. And then out. And just, you know, move it where you need to. Okay. Work. Oh, I don't mean to flip you off either. I guess I should use a different finger, huh? Sorry, this is my first video, so as we go along, I'll get the hang of it, but... and then I usually like to set everything with some kind of brow gel. My favorite is Benefit Cosmetics. I think it's, yeah, I don't even have the label on it anymore. I think it's 4.5, but it's the Gimme Brow. So I still use this wand. So that's something that I like to do. And I think I'm going to use the Auburn tint from Ulta today. It is called the Brow Tint in Auburn, and I do really like the brush. This brush is probably the most similar to the Benefit Cosmetics one. I really get a lot of the product off there first because that is something that I noticed with this brow tint. I've had several of the shades. I use soft brown sometimes, but I have noticed that there's a lot of extra goop on it, so you really got to make sure, like with mascara and lip gloss, that you get it off first before you before you apply it. So I usually start at the back of my brow because I want that part to be the darkest. And usually that is the part that wears off the quickest, because due to a sad incident where I let my friend pluck all of my brows out in my freshman year, I don't have a brow towel sometimes, which is okay. We all have, you know, shit going on in our lives. Okay. Then I'll do the same thing on the other side. Really need to work on my posture. Then I kind of take the back of my hand and really make sure that there's really not a lot left on there. And then, oh, I just showed y'all yourselves. And then I'll just comb it out. And then at the tip, I just swoop, 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 swoop. Again, with those really light brush strokes. And then that is my brows. Well, obviously I'm going to clean them up really quick. I'm going to get... I have makeup wipes that I use, I believe I use the Neutrogena Sleep Time ones, or the Calming. They're the ones in the purple pack. I'll say that. I do like the ones from Walmart as well that are the Equate brand, or Great Value. I'm not sure which one. I think it's the Equate. That are the same, like, basically they're like a dupe, you know. But I really like those too. The only thing is those burn a little bit more. They have probably a little bit higher alcohol content. Okay, so I really like those brows today. I am pleased. I do, once I get the brow gel in, like, and once it sets a little bit, I like to go in with, again, my BH Cosmetics number 13 Rose Gold brush set. I just like to comb it out a little bit. Make sure there's not a lot of product buildup in there, because that is something that I'm really, I don't know how to phrase this, good at. I'm good at over applying product. I'm really bad about, I'm really bad about over applying product. There we go. Sorry. But yeah, I'll just brush them out. And again, I'll use my little wipe. This is dry. It has nothing on it. I like to use these because whenever they're dry, for my eyebrows, because it doesn't like wipe away all the product and spread it everywhere. And you just use, you know, you use pressure. And it looks, I don't know, it looks better to me. And my eyes are a very strange shape, as I'm sure you've noticed. They always have a little bit of edema. They have for forever. That's one of my, that's due to one of my other health problems. But I just have to be very careful about tugging on them. But I also really want to make sure to get in this little crease right there. So yeah. So that is how I do my brows, and the products that I use to do my brows with. I got this, I really like to keep everything in this little benefit tint that I got one year for Christmas. My husband got it for me. Yeah, but that's about it for brows. After that, I normally will go in with a primer and then lay down some concealer depending on what kind of look I'm doing. Right now for the concealer that I'm using, I'm actually using Makeup Revolution's Conceal and Define Foundation as concealer because I ran out of their concealer the other day, which is okay. But I hope you guys really like this video, and I hope I can continue to make some really informative and educational videos. I hope that they continue to do well and help you guys out. And thank you for watching my video, and please give it a like if you liked the video, and please subscribe and ring the bell and turn the notifications to all if you would like to news on my upcoming videos and notifications whenever I do post those. Thank you and have a great day.